does not understand, and that is how you would sit in a White House with a man who clearly is sending a signal to this country that police don't have to just walk away. No, I'm suggesting you hear the rest of I suggest you hear the rest of my question.
I don't want to hear
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. All right, I'll tell you what. Now I did my best to try to keep this as civil as possible. Here we go. I'll ask the question my way. And here's my way. One will suggest that a man who has already given signal.
If you have a problem with Donald Trump, have a problem with Donald Trump. If you want to ask about the loss of my father and my brother and the issues I went through, ask about my story.
No, I'm
not going to stand here and defend every single word or decision, but I will tell my story. Ask a question about me, about my brother, about my father. Yes, that's what they invited me to talk about. Okay, so ask them which one.
To talk about both. Now you tell me.
You're dismissing my family story.
No, I did not dismiss.
I just shared about my father and my son.
I did not
immediately go to Donald Trump. And the other thing you did was part of the mess. He says that you got me in this mess. If you don't want to be here, don't be here. Don't disrespect the story of my brother and my father. It's not a mess. This is my story. And if you have a problem with the loss of my brother,
I said, please don't be too nice. Like when you guys put somebody in the car and you're protecting their head, you know, the way you put their hand. Like, don't hit their head, and they've just killed somebody, don't hit their head. I said, you can take the hand away, okay?
Outside the college, about 400 protesters were kept far away from the president. That's where we found Raj and Summer chatting with their kids. They were skeptical about the president's motives.
Yes, MS-13 is light, its things aren't anywhere, but it's a con, it's not visible, it's a secret. Here's the reality. Here's the reality. Let me tell you my reality. As you all know, I've attempted, as coming in here at the last minute, to make this as civil as it has been. And yes, I called it a mess based on, no, Omarosa, I've seen you do this, and you're not going to railroad this. And so no one suggested that any of that was a mess. But if you thought you would come here as a representative of the White House and no questions about Donald Trump were going to be asked, that's what they're trying to do. So here we go. We just saw Mr. Trump suggest that the police force should be a bit more violent. Do you believe that that is something that with the climate we see in America and in particular in African American communities should have been said by the Commander-in-Chief?
Next question.
So in your opportunity to talk with him, what did you tell him in that?
First of all, I don't disclose confidential conversations with the president. You can laugh, but I do not disclose those types of communication. That's important that you know that on general, that's policy. But if you want to ask me about my experience, and feel free to. If you want to get to know Omarosa, feel free to. I came in here wide open to give an opportunity for people to get to know me. And then you ask about my family, and then you immediately go to Donald Trump. Get to learn about me. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time about Donald Trump. But I'm here, Ed. I'm here. And you're showing yourself too when you walk over to me aggressively and call it a mess. So ask your question.
I'm not engaged in this back and forth. Either you want to talk about it and we'll allow questions, or you won't. All right, so I'm going to ask it again because it is not policy that you can't disclose. You are one of the representatives.
About a private conversation between me and the president. Is that what he asked? Did I miss it?
You are one of the representatives.
The president of the United States.
You are one of the representatives that certainly is the quote-unquote black pulse of the White House. Everyone has one. And we are asking you, what has been your suggestion to a commander-in-chief that is sending signals to the police force while the black community continues to wallow in the mire of violence and death by many of those police
The
forces?
first thing that I did was reach out to Dwayne Crawford at Noble, which is the Black Law Enforcement Organization. I wanted them to lead a conversation and give guidelines of how we can move forward as a community, how we can have better engagement and have a better relationship between the community and black law enforcement. In fact, I've invited them to come and have a sit down so that we can have a larger dialogue about not just a soundbite, but about policies that directly impact our community. So that's the first thing that I did. Those are the conversations I had within the White House, and that's what's happening next week. Next question, please.
The next question would be, when you hear this, when you see these thugs being thrown into the paddy wagon, you must just see them thrown back. In rough, I said, don't be too nice. It's President of the United States.
Asked and answered.
What was asked and answered?
You just played the clip. You asked me if that was appropriate. I answered the
No,
question.
but I didn't
Let's ask
finish.
another question.
No, I'm not going to ask another question. I'm going to do a follow-up, and here it is. The question of whether or not this president understands the depth of feeling that our community has to have that, and then juxtaposed it to what happened to Freddie Gray, says to us that you do not understand the depth of feeling and fear that the African American community has from police. Do you believe he understands that?
I'm sorry. You know what? I think that you've already started with the notion that he doesn't. And I, in fact, heard you did. And so, no matter when you're looking at something through a prism where you think that he doesn't, so no matter what I say is never going to appease you. What I can say is that there needs to be a ton of work, and that we have to have an honest discussion. Freddie Gray, it happened prior to this administration, and I saw what unfolded. And we didn't all get the answers we wanted or the results that we wanted. But we didn't give up and stop the work. The work must still continue. No black boy should be treated the way Freddie Gray was or any of these other young men who were treated. And so to point out, no, we have to do the work. And it didn't start when we came in at January 20th, and it's not going to end after we leave. So the work has to be done, Ed. So we can finger point and mock and laugh. I came out to laughter as if this was, it's not a joke for me. I live with the loss of my father, my brother. I live in constant grief. And so I know that the families who have to go through this look for answers that they don't always get.
So,
and I didn't come here with all the answers, but I came as an honest person who's lived through this horrible nightmare to share my story with you. And so I'm here. I'm interested in listening. I'm interested in your feedback. And I'm willing to do the work.
So, Mr. Reed, when you hear this from a representative of the White House and someone who has lost loved ones and has gone through personal grief, what you're thinking?
Well, I just want to know that Freddie Gray was a black man, not a boy. That type of mentality, like, that's what's wrong with this whole situation. Like, right now, too many of y'all looking at us as boys. We grown ass men. And when you see this type of thing, we have to stand up and let them know, like, I understand perfectly that there are some black people that's just not black. I understand that. I had a man that was like that. But at the end of the day, we still have black issues that we have to push forward. And I think that's the biggest problem, that we just haven't been pushing it further enough. So definitely I understand the mindset of some of these individuals, but I didn't want to address that Freddie Gray was not a black boy, he was a man. I wanted to
Joel and Jason, let me ask this of you. This is not the first time, and I can understand her want to tell her personal story, which, if we think about it, was the first question I